Housing TV Africa, your first in housing development broadcast.
But you have the singular privilege and honor to your people. Thank you, Mr.
Excellent. Vice President, Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Principal Officers of the National Assembly, distinguished senators and honorable members, House of Representatives, executive governors here present, all former legislators here present, the national chairman of All Progressive Congress, secretary to the government of the Federation, honorable members here present, head of civil service of the Federation, clerk of the National Assembly, all senior government, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. With profound honor, I saw the joints of Parliament embodied people. This democracy. My heart, it was resolved. I felt a sense of collective accomplishment when I realized how far we had come. Since 1999, democracy has risen from the ashes and this destruction of rightful only for its of the people. Every is the moment I now see you. I remember that we still have much. We sought an election to lead forward. I hear for you and all resort to do all that you safeguard our democracy as the defined in to do. Since 2018, we have celebrated Democracy Day on this day to commemorate the sacrifices of the men and women who fought to let me play to my President Buhari for reaching back into history to rectify national misdeed by making June 12 Democracy Day and by officially acknowledging Chief MKO Abiola and his running mate, Babagana Kingibe, as the victors and the duly elected president and vice president, respectively, of Nigeria after June 12, 1993. And we had discovered or argue instead Troy. We institution democracy. More importantly, we weave the culture of democracy into the fabric of our nation. We thank God for this. Whilst Chief M.K. Abiola and traffic get the list of those who only deserve to be called heroes of democracy. We must celebrate the courage of Alhaja Kudirat Abiola and Pa Arfe Rewani, both of whom were murdered by agents of military repression. We also remember the many civil rights activists, journalists, and politicians imprisoned, exiled, tossed aside, tortured, and beaten by the military regime. We remember Chief Anthony Enoro, Commodore Dan Suleiman, Chief Abraham Adesanya, Ayo Adebanjo, Chief Gani Fawayemi, Balarabe Musa, Ganiu Daudu, the journalist Bagoda Kato, and Commodore Ndibusi Kanu. I mention these names not to exclude or degrade the profound contribution of anyone else to it through the help university for pursuit of democracy. Of the country, it was pan-Nigeria conception. Will even be more pan-Nigeria. It is to you the law and be implemented. While we may not always agree, we must forge a way together, because this is what democracy demands of us. I pledge myself to this cooperation and ask that you do the same for the good people of our country. Mr. Chairman, the National Assembly has acted to uphold democratic ideas at every critical moment in our nation's history. In 2006, the Fifth National Assembly protected our democracy against unseemly third-term bid that would have ripped our constitution apart. In 20 Assembly, through the of the door for then President Goodluck Jonathan to be acting president for the illness of his predecessor. Under the military, the National Assembly tried to protect our democracy after General Abacha took over power on November 17, 1993, and dissolved the National Assembly. So, the Senate of the general and with all Did it raise up to on behalf of a grateful nation, I commend your invaluable role in lawmaking, oversight, and point. Plead those one of personal while you're planning it no the future life of for Nigeria. I've never attempted to alter any political party registration with INEC. Equally, my dear friends and colleagues, we cannot blame anybody seeking to bail out of a sinking ship, even without a life jacket. Look at history. I will be the last person that will say such in year 2003, when the then governing party tried to keep the nation clean of political opposition through plot and manipulation. I was the last progressive governor standing in my region. In their numbers, they boasted. In all their numbers and the false grandeur, they boasted of ruling, not only governing Nigeria, for the next half century or more. Where are they now? Yet I stood alone. My allies had been induced into defeat. My adversary held all the cards that mortal man could carry. Even with all of that, they could not control.
Are you looking at relocating for free from your present country to Canada via a sponsored job in 2020?
Nigerian state back then would not be such a state now. Failed to create a one-party state, placed progressive political parties on a trajectory to form the APC. It put me on a trajectory which had brought me before today. I dare not such a favor to any political adversary by repeating the same mistake of political overreach. A state Yovin, nor shall ever be. That said, we are guilty of coup maps if we close our door on those from other who now seek to join the APC. I welcome our party's newest members from Delta, led by Governor Sherry, respect nationally. All progress. Nobody should close the door. Political parties of members living may be better served by examining their internal processes and affairs rather than fearfully conjuring up demons that exist. For me, I would not say try your best to put your house in order. I will not help you to do so either. It is indeed a pleasure to witness you in such a disarray.
Order, please.
We must distinguish honorable members of this House. We must welcome and accept the diversity and the number of political parties, just as we welcome and embrace the diversity of our population. Our efforts must never be to eliminate political competition, but to make that competition salutary to the national well-being of working across the aisle, political aisles, whenever it is possible. One area in which democracy calls us to work together, whether in legislative or executive branch, this or other political parties, is that the economy and social development of this country must be compromised. On assuming office, my team and I moved to reform our alien economy. We introduced fundamental reforms to correct structural imbalances that prevent growth. We've seen result. The GDP grew by 3.4% in 2024, with Q4 hitting 4%. Over stabilize, increase and deny lives. Our balance of payment position is positive. Our sovereign credit rating is improving, and we continue to promote oil and non-oil export. State do not need to go about borrowing to pay salaries anymore. Including 35,000 civil servants has benefited from affordable consumer credit through Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation, enabling them to purchase vehicles, light up, and improve their well-being, and purchase life insurance. Yes, we will launch a bold new initiative to empower 100 young and corporate consumers. Through such program as Nigeria Education Fund, NEL Fund, we are investing in education and in the greater future of our country. Vocational training, apprenticeship, and entrepreneurship to ensure that our youths are job ready, ready. This embark on issues applicable to the nation, a transformative step towards bridging the digital divide and fostering creativity. This initiative promises not only and reality, but also revolutionize how business operates and stays.